Hello, I'm Brad Johnson, and welcome to another episode of the Knowledge Nexus. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about experiencing a personal ET contact. Decades ago, if someone were to look at the idea of another person saying that they've had a personal ET contact, that person would no doubt look at that person as if he had 3 or 4 heads and would literally be calling an insane asylum. But the way things are today, it's not so uncommon for people to reveal that they've had some extraordinary sightings, when in fact there are many opportunities around the planet in certain secluded areas for someone literally to go outside at night, watch the skies, and see very frequently many different forms of UFO spacecraft flying across the skies of the planet, performing a patrol, or having some form of personalized encounter. Now, whether this is a personal ET contact, whether this is someone witnessing an apparition, having some form of message coming through, this is becoming more and more of a commonality. 2012 represents a heightened state of awareness. We're all moving into these higher states of being. Our reality is transforming so profoundly that it is no longer really unusual for a person to have such a profound personal extraterrestrial encounter. Now, the ET encounters really are coming without warning. Some people may feel that they get a bit of a telepathic response, but many people feel that they want to invite the extraterrestrial contact or the spirit, the apparition, into their lives on a conscious level. From what I have received in regards to my personal source, it doesn't really work that way. It works in regards to a subconscious-conscious conjunction. In regards to the subconscious relating to the experience, the situation that may unfold relating to an ET personal contact, the conscious self will simply synchronize in regards to the milestone that relates to an abridgment to allow an extraterrestrial contact to begin. Now, do many people have physicalized encounters, or is this more of a astral-based, light body-based contact? The majority of them are actually more astral or light body-based contacts. The reason being is because many beings really do not want to come upon the surface of Earth. By coming down from the sky, even in a secluded area, they run a risk of attempting to be seen or exposing themselves to the point where it could be hazardous to other people who may not be ready for such a sighting. And so they're taking a very big risk in that sense. The very commonality here is that they will literally put you into an induced form of out-of-body experience. Now, there are people who quite often have what's known as sleep paralysis. Basically, what's happening is your body is in a kind of a minimalized mode. The energy, your motor functions are literally non-existent. And you can feel yourself in your body, but you are incapable of moving. Your astral body is literally being pulled from your physical body, and holographic implants are literally coming into your astral body relating to maintenance, upgrades, spiritual surgery, whichever you wish to call it, relating to your personal contacts. Many of these particular beings that have such sightings with other people really are what I would call energetic tech support. They're literally helping you in regards to an upgrade, into an advancement, to helping you move further into the new Earth, moving yourself into higher dimensions. There are a lot of dramas that keep us way down, and in a sense many of us are trying to go on a time limit right now to try and move ourselves into a higher plateau, that we're supposed to go here. And if we feel that we're being caught up in so much drama, energetic tech support comes in and they attempt to upgrade us, advance us to the point where we gain new knowledge, new knowingness, new wisdom in that sense, where we're literally moving ourselves into a higher frequency. This can relate to light-based implants, this can relate to holographic insertion. It all depends really in regards to the personal contact. Some personal contacts can even happen in dreams. They can happen in meditative states. There have been people who have talked to me personally and have had physicalized contacts with other beings. Beings that are blue-skinned, that exist on Sirius B, known as the Azurites. dolphin-like beings, Pleiadians, Sirians, Arcturians, Andromedans. The list is miles and miles long. When you experience a personal extraterrestrial contact, 99% of them truly are for your benefit. The people who get scared are the people who really don't understand what's going on. Many of the old kind of contacts have related to the quote-unquote abductions from the beings known as the Greys. The Greys themselves are cybernetic organisms. They are literally without emotion. In particular past life regressions or past regressions relating to hypnotherapy, a lot of people have had a lot of fearful encounters in regards to these beings, literally protruding their head in and just having this immediate fright that this being before them appears so alien and they don't know what to do. This becomes a very traumatic, a very fearful situation. Now, even though the Greys themselves may get bashed here and there, it all depends, because you're talking about factions here. There are many different factions of Greys. There are those that do serve best interest, and there are those who don't. But the whole idea here is that you can always ask for clarity when you are facing this form of visitation from Greys or from any other beings. What has been discovered in regards to my personal challenge with the being I channel known as Adronis is that aboard craft where the Greys themselves that do have your best intentions of mind will often have a human-based entity on board to attempt to calm you down. The Greys don't know how to do this. They have no idea of how to communicate with you in the way of saying, it's alright, this is what you've signed up for, this is what you've agreed to, we're simply fulfilling this agreement. They don't know how to tell you that. And so they will have at times a liaison that comes on board the craft and attempts to calm you down and explain step by step what's happening. You will also have other particular types of visitations for those who go on board craft. You will actually have, I guess you could say, chemical backups in regards to certain humans that have volunteered their own soul contract to interact with this civilization to literally have backups. This can relate to blood, this can relate to semen or sperm, this can relate to eggs from the fetus, whatever it may be. But they will also be explaining certain forms to you, and again, this can be a little bit more rare, about particular timelines ahead. 90% of the beings that you come in contact really won't tell you too much about what's going on in regards to the Earth experiment. They will more so tell you more about your personal relationship with them and the situation that you're going through in regards to this encounter. So if you feel that you have had a personal ET contact, don't be afraid. Reflect on the feelings. If you want to go to a hypnotherapist and be regressed in regards to particular forms of understandings that help you to gain more insight relating to your encounter, by all means feel free to do this, as this is highly recommended. I also, again, do channeling with Adronis, and I've actually worked alongside other people to help them get more insight in regards to personal contacts, personal extraterrestrial apparitions, spiritual encounters that they really can't figure out. I'm happy to provide as much insight and observational information while in the channeling state that I can, so I'm happy to be one of these avenues for you to go to. But do not fear so much in regards to personal ET contact. So much of it is beneficial, and it's just our fear that clouds it to make it feel that this is something horrible, that this was a traumatic experience, and that there's some sort of post-apocalyptic future coming our way. Look at it in the way of an objectivity, of observation. Observation is the ability to help you understand the most in regards to your personal extraterrestrial contact. If you have any more questions in regards to this particular subject, as I know it is a hot topic, feel free to contact me, info@areyourselfempowered.com. Thank you very much for watching this episode of the Knowledge Nexus. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Take care. Namaste.